Hi, I'm Philip.
I'm Chrissy, and this is Emery.
Say hi, Emery. So we just have a quick video for you guys today. Just really 2 key points. These are questions that you need to ask before you start dating or get married to anyone. Alright, so the first question that we think that you should always ask is, does anyone think that they're in a relationship with you? Not are you dating someone, or are you married, or are you in a relationship? Does anyone think in their mind that they're in a relationship with you?
This goes for play sisters, play brothers, guys that you talk to,
uncles,
the guy that fills up your gas tank every now and then, the girl that comes and sits on your lap when y'all just chilling,
handyman.
Anybody that thinks that they have some kind of attachment to you in that manner, let me know.
Let me know.
I don't need no surprises. I don't need the drama. It's 2020. We're in quarantine. We already got to test to see if you got COVID or not before we get serious.
Right. We need a test to see if you're in an actual relationship. Not just a marriage. This really stems from, we've had a lot of people who said, who found out, they asked the question, are you married, are you dating, or what have you? And the answer is no, I'm not dating, I'm not married, or what have you. But come to find out, there are other people who think that they're in a relationship. I remember one time we were out with a group of friends, and some guy who thought he was still in a relationship with one of the girls we were out with started to make some trouble. He was up to no good.
Oh God!
He really tried to cause trouble in the neighborhood.
It was a wild night that night because he was deranged. He was like following us. I remember we had to stop somewhere and we had to call the authorities because it got really serious. These emotional attachments, they ain't nothing to play with. When you play with somebody's heart, it can get serious.
I mean, but that's not the only time. And then we've also had friends who've gotten into relationships or into marriages or into serious situations, and as it turns out, the person who that they're involved with is already involved with someone else.
You still married? Ooh, child.
Yeah, it gets deep like that. It's a good question to ask and to really delve into. Not just are you in a relationship, but does anybody else think that they're in a relationship with you?
So next one is, what are your goals? I know this is like a general question that you would ask someone, like it's kind of just cliche, but where do you see yourself in the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? You plan on being a bum all your life, and that ain't gonna go.
Not just their 5-year plan, but what are their goals? The idea behind marriage is that 2 people build something together. The purpose of your relationship cannot be your relationship. The reason that you're together cannot be just to be together. It has to be something greater than the 2 of you, right? You can't get married or be in a relationship and say the whole purpose of us being in this relationship is just to be in this relationship.
Or we love each other.
That won't last. The idea of a marriage has to be you guys, the 2 of you together, are going to build something greater than the 2 of you. Right? You're going to build something bigger or stronger than you could have done on your own. The idea of the marriage has to be goal oriented in the first place. So if you link up with someone who has no goals, you're likely going to be driving nowhere or to a quick end. The main thing is to find out ahead of time, does this person actually have goals, and are they taking any concrete steps toward the goals they say they have, or do they just talk a good game?
Another question you might want to ask someone is, do you have any children? It may seem like that would be revealed in the beginning, but I know people that wait 1-2 years to reveal that you have a child. My mom was dating someone and she hid 4 kids from that man. And one day he came over and we just all came downstairs and he was surprised. If you do plan on marrying them, your income becomes their income, and what if homeboy loses his job? You paying child support. Are you comfortable with that? You have to ask those questions.
I don't know if that still goes on a whole lot, but I know back in the day there was a whole lot of second families going on and random children that nobody knew where it really came from.
I had a coworker that she thought she would like take the day off and sneak away and go to another city. She goes to the other city and finds her husband with a whole other family, 2 other kids. They're riding bikes with the wife, like they're on tandem bikes, happy-go-lucky, sunshine band, and I imagine that is devastating. You have this whole second family that I didn't knew nothing about. I'm thinking, I'm married to you, I know everything about you. Not this.
The audacity to go have a second family is just amazing. Like, I mean, I understand cheating. Like, not like I condone it, but I understand it. You step outside of your family, you a moment of stupidity, you know, you do something that's convenient. I understand. But to go and have a whole separate family, that one I really don't
That has
understand.
to be expensive. That's
gotta be expensive.
You over here got to pay bills over here and over here.
Get that, but the sneak to have a second family, I don't get that. I don't know where the motivation comes
like
from.
You got to give love and attention and remember people's names. I have trouble remembering your name and the kids' names. Like, our final point, and there's a plethora of things that we could talk about, but these are like the main things, like things that you can pick up on. So our final point, it's not really a question, but you want to see how they treat other people. How does he treat people that are helping him, like the waiter, the cleaning lady, homeless people? How do you treat people? Because that can be carried through the relationship. How is he treating his family? How does he treat his mom? How are you treating people? Are you nice? Are you caring? Are you compassionate? Or are you passive? Are you aggressive? You have to observe, and when you hear those alarm clocks go off and those ding ding something ain't right, you have to pay attention to those.
There's a saying which I really love, and it basically goes, how you do small things is how you do all things. Another way of saying that is how you do anything is how you do everything. And that's never more truer than when it comes to relationships. How you deal with people who are considered your subordinates, or people, how you deal with people of lower estate, so to speak. That becomes important in the relationship, because how you'll treat them in some sense is how you will treat me eventually. And so every relationship that your significant other and how they deal with that relationship becomes important, because at some point that aspect or those characteristics are going to play a role in your relationship, and you might find yourself on the other end of that same treatment.
All right, guys, that is it for us. If you haven't already liked this video, if you like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, we are praying for your marriages. We love you.